Yaz, and today I'm going to create a really simple, natural makeup look for those women that perhaps aren't that confident with wearing a full face of makeup to work, and just want something really fresh and something that's going to make you look younger or more radiant, or really just the very best version of yourself without having to put too much effort into it. It really is a very simple look. You're really only using a couple of products, and the outcome is going to be just very fresh and pretty and radiant, which, let's face it, everyone wants. So I've already prepped my face with foundation and a little bit of concealer. If you don't wear foundation, you can skip this step, although I will say it is really important, I think, when you're doing that fresh-faced makeup look, that barely there almost makeup look, that you get the skin right, because that's part of the secret. They say it's barely there, but really it's definitely makeup there, because without that flawless finish underneath and smoothing out your skin and covering any imperfections, your skin's not going to look quite as perfect as it could, I suppose. So even if you're not a foundation wearer, I would recommend just getting a little concealer like this one, going underneath your eyes to cover any dark circles or bags or anything like that. Perhaps also in the ridge of your nose. Sometimes people get redness. I know I sometimes get a little bit of redness there. So you can take it into the ridge of your nose and add a little bit, really making sure you blend as much as possible. And perhaps around your chin area as well. So anywhere that there are a few little areas of redness, or if you have any sun damage or pigmentation, just try and cover those as best as you can with some concealer to really get that beautiful, flawless finish. Another alternative to foundation is a tinted moisturizer, which is also really great. Very sheer finish. A lot of them have SPF in them, so you're getting that sun protection as well. And it just gives you very sheer, even coverage that doesn't necessarily feel like you're wearing a foundation, because that's probably one of the biggest reasons women shy away from foundation, is that feeling of something on their skin. So a tinted moisturizer is a lovely alternative to that. So you've prepped your face already, you've done your foundation and your concealer if that's the road that you're going down. If you do use powder, now is the time to powder. And I think for women who aren't sure whether to powder or not, really only powder if you have oily skin, I think. It takes away a little bit of that youthfulness, that natural glow that so many beautiful women have, and by putting powder over the top, sure, it makes your foundation stay, but if you don't have oily skin and it doesn't tend to slip away anyway, there's probably no need for it. So I'm now going to go ahead with my cream blush. Now, I use this Youngblood here. It's Luminous Cream Blush. This color here is Rose Quartz. Now, what I love about cream blush is that it's so underrated in so many ways. Firstly, it's a perfect multitasking product. You can use cream blush obviously on your cheeks, but you can also put it on your lips and your eyelids. So a great weekend look, one product, 3 ways. It's so versatile. It's also very useful in giving you a gorgeous radiant glow on your cheeks. And a lot of women use powder products, but I think when it comes to blush, it's really great to have that creamy formula, because it gives you that youthfulness, that glow, that sheen that is so in fashion at the moment, and also I think just so flattering on women when the light catches their cheek and it's all radiant and glowy and delicious. So these are one of my favorite products. Now, if you're unsure about cream blush, I was always a powder blush girl actually, up until a few years ago when I discovered cream, and it's so great. But if you're unsure about how to apply it, the easiest way is just to pinch your cheeks. And where they naturally flush is kind of the area that you work around. So it's kind of around the apple, but it doesn't necessarily have to be too concentrated there. So it's also great because you can just apply it with clean fingers, rather than a brush. So just go in. I just use my middle finger here, sometimes 2 fingers, and you just do little semicircles. And you just start, smile if you want, or just start around the apple, just really delicately blending that cream blush and then sweeping it back. So you can see the light is a little bit, it's probably not as good as it should be, but you're really just sweeping it up under the cheek line if you want, and because this is a luminous one, I do it along the cheekbone as well, because it's very subtle and it's got that beautiful sheen to it, which is where you want it on the cheekbones here, this particular formula, because you want that light to catch it. Now again on the other side. So just in a little semicircle, or full circle actually, I just kind of blend away and then tap up. And what happens is as you're tapping, your fingers warm to your skin and it literally blends the product into your skin. Now, this particular one is a mineral makeup, which is, you know, great for women who are interested in mineral, but of course, so many brands do cream blush these days. So you can keep working this up. This is another beautiful thing about cream blush, is you can go as subtle, like you can just see here in this light, there's a little bit of colour there, hardly anything. I wish I had better lighting, but you can see just a little pink flush here. That is very subtle. Now, of course, you can work up to that. I've also got another shade here. This is also a young blood. It's called Taffeta. So it's much more vibrant. And that's another thing. So just tap it on. And if you just wanted to center that just on the apples, really blend it though. You don't want to look like a clown, of course. Very delicately. And also I find cream blush is totally veil proof. I mean, even, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm probably applying it wrong. But I do think that, generally speaking, you don't have to be perfect with it. Once it's all blended, it's fine. Just do what you can. And so you can just see that little pop of colour on the cheeks, really easy to apply, great for every day. To finish off, I'm just going to, now, of course, you could go ahead and apply a little bit of this on your eyelids as well and a bit on your lips. Great weekend look, great for just someone who wants a 2-second makeup look and out the door to work. I'm just going to go one step further. I'm going to groom my brows. Now, this is something that every woman should do. Brows should never be overlooked and they should always, it's quite hard to do it in the reflection. Now, mine have been trimmed, they've been tweezed, but I also fill them in and just go over them with a bit of brow mascara. And what this does, this is a little benefit one. It's actually quite hard to do that in this reflection. This just holds them all in place, just keeps them there, makes them look all neat and tidy. And then finally, to finish, just for my eyes, I've got a Bobbi Brown eye makeup palette here with lots of options, lots of colour options. But for this look today, I'm just going to go a really natural gold here with a little bit of shimmer. So I'm just going to apply that to my eyelids. Now with these shimmery light colours, always just do a little bit in the corner of the eye. And what this will do is instantly make your eyes look wide awake. And I'm sure you can see that here. It just makes your eyes look wide awake, a little bit younger, a little bit all refreshed, even if you've had a late night the night before. It just instantly wakes everything up. And of course, finish with your lashes. So always curl them. Really hard to do this in the reflection as well. Always just give them a quick curl. And then going ahead with your mascara. Okay, now once you've finished with your lashes, all you need to do is just apply a little bit of lip balm to your lips. If you want it to be clear or a little bit of colour. And of course, if you're just going for that cream blush look everywhere, then that's all you need to put on your lips. But I just like a little bit of clear balm, and that's all there is. Anyway, a very simple makeup look to take you from the weekend to work. Very simple to apply, all in under a few minutes. I hope you like it. Bye.